Welcome to Giants Baseball here on the show, as your San Francisco Giants have early struggles on here in the latter half of the year. Still early, still a lot to overcome, and still a lot to improve on. But your Giants will play the Atlanta Braves, who are visiting, and they are 20-29. As your Giants are 18-33, we bring you live Gamecast from AT&T Park in San Francisco, California. And now on your screen, you're gonna see Freddie Gonzalez's lineup for today's matchup. Eric Young Jr. in the leadoff hole, Markakis, Johnson, Pierzynski at cleanup, Simmons, Johnson, Caspo, and then the bottom half. Today on the mound for the Giants is Matt Cain, who is 3-5 in 10 games with a 2.10 ERA. In 64 hits, 64 innings, he's given up 49 hits, 7 walks, and 60 strikeouts. So, let's get to it right now. The first batter of the game, Eric Young Jr., is down 1-2. Here is the pitch from Matt Cain, and the first batter of the day is going to be called out on strikes. Eric Young Jr. is set down, and that's the first strikeout of the ball game for Matt Cain. As you see the scouting report on the veteran, he has an 89-94 fastball, which is his go-ahead pitch, and will more than likely be favored in today's matchup. Now Nick Markakis steps up into the batter's box on a full count delivery. He'll swing and miss also, just like Eric Young Jr. And there are 2 strikeouts here in the top half of the first. Matt Cain is rolling so far. Now up steps Chris Johnson on the 1-1 count. Can Matt Cain get 3 consecutive strikeouts to open the ball game? We're going to have to wait a little bit longer to find out, as that pitch misses way down in the zone, low and away. It is a 2-1 count. But now here we go. Chris Johnson's going to fly out, and that'll end the inning. Gregor Blanco will be there to put it away, and your Giants are coming up next here at the show. Now Bruce Bochy's starting lineup for today's matchup against the Atlanta Braves. In your leadoff hole, Gregor Blanco, center fielder Pagan, catcher Posey, cleanup Pence, first base Belt, third base McGee, second base Panic, shortstop in the form of Brandon Crawford, who should have gotten a Gold Glove last year for his stellar defense, and then your pitcher Matt Cain. So Gregor Blanco will lead off this ball game for the Giants, and the 1-1 count from the Braves pitcher is going to be popped up into foul territory, and the first baseman will have no shot as it gets into the dugout for a foul ball. It is a 1-2 count. Now the 1-2 count on Gregor Blanco. Here's the pitch, and it's going to be skied into left field in an easy pop out, and there's one gone in the bottom half of the first. With nobody out, one on in the form of Hunter Pence's walk on a full count. Up steps Brandon Belt, the team leader in home runs for the Giants, and on a 1-2 count with one on, Brandon Belt's going to swing and miss on an early knuckle curve that came in lately, and that is the first out of the second inning. Now up steps Casey McGee, who had a grand slam in last night's game for the Giants in real life, and on a 1-2 count he barely gets a piece of a changeup at his ankles and fouls it off. It remains 1-2. Now the 21st pitch for the Braves pitcher gets McGee to strike out just like Belt, and there are 2 gone quickly in the top half of the second. In the bottom half of the fifth, a double by Brandon Crawford moves McGee over to third, Crawford over to second, and up steps Matt Cain with a double RBI chance if he wants it. The count's 1-1, and the pitch will be fouled off. The changeup at Cain's knees goes to 1-2. 62nd pitch for the Braves pitcher here in the bottom half of the fifth, and with one out and a 1-2 count, Cain will strike out, and now there are 2 gone in the bottom half of the 5th. This could be the only scoring chance for either team of the entire ball game, so let's make it count, guys. Gregor Blanco with a 1-2 count, bottom 5. He'll foul it off just to fight and stay alive to see another pitch. And on the 1-2 count, the Braves pitcher 66th pitch of the ball game. Here's the delivery, and Blanco's gonna rocket it up the middle of the field. Here comes Crawford around third, and this game is now tied no more. 2-0 Giants, and a very nice lead from Matt Cain as he has been dominant all